Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And we have a great article here from CNET, which I will leave in the description down below so you guys could check it out. So now that we got 200 million people covered with C-band for Verizon, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is the next best step for Verizon? Or you think they got more work to do, right? So the build out and upgrades, of course, are not going to stop. There's a lot of these pops, I'm told, that are being covered by intercell aggregation. So they're covering pops from sites further away. And of course, the best result for the consumer, whether it be on the mobile or fixed wireless access, is to have the C-band closest to that location. And a lot of sites still need to be upgraded even after the fact that Verizon officially announces covering 200 million people with C-band. So, like I've been saying, if you look at all the third-party testing, if you look at route metrics, Verizon's median speeds are increasing quite significantly, right? I've looked at some, and Verizon's going from 40 megabit averages on the median downlink to like 170, right? So speeds are increasing. So a lot of people are still kind of split and torn. Okay, is it the network? Is it the pricing? What is it, right? And I maintained a position that I just don't feel that it's the network for the majority. I know there's some of the minority that they just can't deal with it. They don't like the fact that they're being dropped to 720p when they drop to DSS. They say outside of C-band, it goes from 400 down to 30. And that's fine. I get the enthusiasts. I get it, right? But the average consumer, they don't know if they're dropping from 400 down to 30 or from, 120 down to 10. As long as the experience is not affected, the average consumer doesn't run speed tests. They don't care. They just want it to work. And from that aspect, I think Verizon has, made it work for them. They built density. Yes, it may have not been the fastest speed, but they made it work. So what is causing the majority consumer, the average consumer, to leave? And I still think it's a little bit of pricing. It's a little bit of bad customer service. All of that put together just adds up to one big pile of negativity, and that just makes the consumer leave. Like, hey, I can be on the Verizon network cheaper on an MVNO. Hey, T-Mobile is cheaper. They offer this. They have a great network. They're the leader in 5G. So all of that kind of plays into that factor. So after the 250, right, by the end of this year, Verizon will likely be 230, 240 covered with C-band. And that's 230, 240 million. So if they still continue taking losses this year, right, then is it really the network as they approach the 300 million mark in 2024, perhaps? I don't think it is, right? I just don't see that being the case. So then Verizon has to look at pricing. And we recently seen Verizon drop pricing on a promotional basis in 231 markets. Now, if you get on to that promotional basis, I'm told you can keep that pricing for the life of the account, but they had to respond to competition. So what does that tell you about Q1, right? Or maybe, what does that tell you about what they think about the momentum going into the second quarter? It's pricing related. They have to start fixing the customer service. Even stateside customer service, I hear, is not that great anymore. So there's a lot of stuff for Sampath to really dig into and to fix if he is allowed to. He is the CEO of the consumer group, but everything still runs through Hans Vestberg. If Sampath wants to make changes that will overall change the strategy of what Hans laid out, I don't think Sampath is going to be allowed to do it. I think he's going to be turned down, and then before the end of this year, he will be gone, and then there will be another consumer group CEO. We saw that happening with Ronan. We saw it happening with Manon, and now Sampath is looking to head that same path. No pun intended. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading your comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Live. See y'all in the next one. Peace.